Hi, everybody. How you doing?
Try to get this all set up here. Let's see here. Who all we got here? We have, once everything gets loaded, moving slow for some reason. Let's see. We got Bocce. We got Bo. We got Mater, Mrs. Polar Bear Ed's Garage, Sea Monster 6. And we have Daryl, two ATVs, Lisa Ann, and I think that's everybody. We got one down in the basement, and there's Cajun. Tossed into an ad. Oh, Bocce, that's a shame.
Hi, Ben. How you doing?
How you doing, Ben? Good to see you. And Cajun's all muted out. He's probably stuck in an ad or something.
That train,
Train. You got that train again?
that train. Yep.
Hey, how you doing, Red Line?
How's everybody doing? Mark, Sandy, everybody in chat. Hello, hello.
Hi, Lisa Ann.
Doing great. Yeah, Gary, I seen that thing you put up today. That was pretty interesting, that interview. It's a good thing. Well, we're getting quite a few people in here this evening. Okay. Everybody's got to take a minute, though. Well, we're getting quite a few
Oops.
people in here this Everybody has to stop and type in the chat, hello, Bocce, so she doesn't feel she was missed. She's like our idol. Hey, there's Daryl. How you doing, Daryl?
Oh,
Hey, Daryl.
hey, Cajun.
Go. Got some company just showed up.
Move it. Move it.
It should get pretty interesting tonight if we get some other people in here. So, Daryl, you been watching anything good?
Not today. There ain't really been a whole lot as far as
Right.
on the YouTube. Everybody seems like it's the wind blowing, whipping up there, and they ain't really had a whole lot
Right.
that I seen going on up there.
Yeah, they was having some races there at the racetrack today.
I somebody said they canceled those, but the wind,
Yeah.
they were supposed to have a bunch of people up on stage today, but there was so much wind and everything. I don't know whether they even had those or not.
Right. Oh, we got what's the channel's name in there? Sandy, bring me a frying pan so it's even. Oh shoot! I'm not an idol. I'm just watching. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you're an idol. Got to watch that age. Eagle 5. Good to see you.
There you go, fellas.
So anyway, I've been following up with this group. They started a new group here in Ohio. Uh, it's going to be two different groups right now that I'm aware of. It's going to be a date of April 2nd that I got. It's going to be a meet at 8 o'clock in the morning. We don't have a location yet. I haven't got the word on that. And there's going to be another one, a rally 2 laps around the Beltway, I reckon, around the the Beltway of Columbus. Hey Thomas, how you doing? So they're getting this all hashed out, getting it figured out. It's all going to be peaceful, just like they're doing out there in DC. Except for they're getting into a little flaws of them blocking the roads and ticketing some people. I reckon that was flying some flags downtown. So that's against your constitutional right anyway, but it is what it is. They're going to try everything that they can, but they hit a stone wall on that because the People's Convoy has hired an attorney and going to file suit against the Metro Police, DC Metro Police.
They getting a ticket for flying the American flag?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, that ain't. Yeah, that's no. That's in the Constitution. We can do what we want. I mean, fly
Well,
that flag.
yes, but from what we have also heard is Mrs. Pelosi is filing on the floor to remove First Amendment right from the Constitution. I don't see her getting it done or anything, but it is what it is. I don't see it passing. I think they'll have their hands full. So, that's a whole nother ordeal. And there is Mr. Ed.
Hey, Ed.
7.
Oh, that's been time out yet, Thomas.
As
So-
for getting tickets for the flag flying,
Right.
they're not getting a ticket for flying the flag itself. They're getting tickets for improperly displaying the United States flag.
Really.
That's what I heard.
It's a catch-22 thing. But anyway, they're going to try this in D.C. What they're doing in D.C. with the peaceful protests and everything, following the laws and orders, they're going to try this in Columbus, Ohio. And this is on Facebook. People can check into it. There's a group out there. As soon as the wife comes back, I'll get you the proper name of the two groups. And hopefully that's a success, because what Brian and Mike is asking in DC is everybody start this off in their state capitals, to start building from the state on up to help them out in DC.
Guess
So
it's all over.
yes, and what is the two groups' names? They are going to be following. I think it's Ohio People's Convoy,
No, People's Convoy.
or People's Convoy of Ohio.
Hold on.
I'll get you the names here in just a minute.
The People's Convoy, Ohio, and then it's official.
Yes. So you can type that in, and then you'll know when it's going to happen here in Ohio. But what I'm hearing is they're going to try to coordinate with other states and try to do it, all the convoys on the same day, different state capitals, to draw awareness, because DC guys are not getting the media coverage to get people's attentions. So if people can go on state levels and get this word out there, to get some type of media coverage, the right media coverage, because they're not out there breaking laws or doing anything crazy or anything like that. They're following the laws. They're following their amendment rights. And, if this all goes down peacefully, all they're asking for is the recognition. And until they get this Emergency Powers Act dropped, there's really nothing anybody can do against the mandates and all that. The mandates, some of the mask mandates are rolling back, but as long as they have this under that Emergency Act, there's a whole different ballgame to that that's holding everything up. So once they get past this, you don't have to take the poke. You don't have to do this. You don't have to wear the mask. And get this Emergency Act.
There's that second one
Okay.
right here.
We the People Freedom Convoy, Ohio. Right
That's-
now,
that's
there's
the other group.
2.3K members of this one.
That's the second one.
That's the second group for Ohio.
We're hoping they all can just get together and be one.
If they can all get it together, I can see getting the voices out there, getting heard, until this stuff all gets out there and gets heard, which we joined both groups, so hopefully we can keep getting information coming and getting it out there so the people knows what's going on and why it's going on. It's not a left or a right thing. It is about the people, farmers, nurses, doctors, truck drivers, everybody. It's not a left or a right thing. It is everybody and your constitutional rights.
And as long as they got the Emergency Powers Act going, they can basically shut down any part of the country or any people right now, because all they got to do is declare an emergency. And
Well, it's already there. They've already declared the emergency.
that's what I'm saying.
We're
It's,
trying to get it lifted.
that's what I know. But it's not just COVID, because the Emergency Act can gives the government so much power that they can override everything. I mean,
Right.
it basically says that Biden has the authority to
Yes.
do anything he wants to do.
Yes, Eagle 5. This is not just for the truckers. It is for everybody. Anybody that wants to attend these is more than welcome. The more vehicles, people seeing, voices to be heard, the word will get out there. Hopefully some media coverage, but not the wrong media coverages.
Like they say, the government works for us.
Yes.
That used to be.
It's supposed to be.
It's supposed to be.
And that's what they are going for.
We, the people, put those people in those offices, and they're supposed to work for us, but they not no longer listening to anybody. They're doing their own thing.
So how many people here really thinks that Biden's going to give up that Emergency Act thing?
I don't believe he will. Nope. I
No,
will.
He said flat out he is not about to give that up.
It's worth a try.
That puts him in and keeps him in power like that. And
Yeah, we didn't put Biden in.
You're exactly
You're right.
Eagle 5. We don't know how he got there, and we'll leave it at that.
Yeah.
You'd have better chance of Cajun run announcing president and winning tomorrow than getting him to give that up.
yeah,
We want to get people out there, get them aware of what's going on. It's not about the truck drivers or this person or left or the right. It's for everybody in the United States.
It's
All
Hey,
these,
Cajun, how the hell are you?
that all these veterans and everybody has fought for and everything, and us as the people looking at this, we're letting this happen to ourselves by not standing up.
installed.
mhm.
Yep, you're right.
Yes. But if anybody has anything to put to this, I'd like to hear it.
Hey Jeff, how you doing, buddy? Briggs, how you doing?
I'm doing all right.
I'm not okay.
Well, until they quit controlling the mainstream media and making them, not put any of this stuff out, nobody's gonna hear about it except for the people involved.
Right.
It's like, I don't know if Mark's noticed it, but I see more, and I'm sure Jeff has seen it, especially in Jersey. You see more and more ever since this convoy started. Like the route I go every day, I'm right down near Delray Gap. And every day along 309, 33, and PA, every DOT checkpoint is open because they're actually taking it out on truckers. They're like, I had a DOT officer yesterday say, until you guys stop your games, we're gonna screw with you. I had one tell me that.
Well, that's just what I said about the DC police. Hey, how you doing, Breezy? Hopefully you got your number. We put it out to you.
Hey, Briggs.
But the DC police was getting them for their flags. And if they are flying a flag, they've been getting DOT checked. So the attorney's also taking all that information and everything to start handling that stuff.
That's a misuse of power.
Yes.
There's
Well,
nothing
you know,
in the book that
not
says
so much,
anything about
you know,
you cannot fly a flag.
but listen, this is the downfall of it. We can make all of our own opinions, but them guys are out there doing a job that their higher ups told them to do. So they're basically just doing what the heck they're told to do. If they like it or not, they got a job to do. It's that simple. You know, you can't go hating on the police and everything because some of them are on board. They're giving them guys thumbs up and everything else for what they're doing. But they have a job to do, a family to support, just like everybody else.
Yeah.
What it comes down to is there's only two major systems in the whole world right now that controls all media, and that is Reuters and whatever the other one is. But all the news media gets their information from them two groups, and so there's six people, six groups that own all the newspapers and everything else. So
Right.
there
And when
is
you
no real reporters anymore.
and when you guys see this stuff, if you're on Facebook or what have you, and you see this stuff about people's convoy and all that stuff, share it out. So it's more people going
Or
on.
better yet, share it out and go on their website and help them out. Throw a little
Right.
for them guys.
Yes. Yes, and the more it gets out there, the more people's voices will get heard, and people will understand and know what this is all about. Hey, Patch, how you doing? Hey, Ken.
Hey, Patch.
I know in the past week we've been running. You see a lot more cops on the road and stuff, but these
That's what I
guys
just
can't
said.
really mess with nobody. They're just out there.
But
Right.
they're doing it in every state. It's just not Ohio.
Right. They're reaching
Yeah.
out. They want to reach out and get convoys around each capital, state,
Hold rallies.
hold rallies and everything, and start pushing the state capitals to get the recognition to help them guys out there in DC.
Yeah. You see, we got them in the corner right now. Okay, kind of. Okay. You know, we pushing with our voices, the people. You know,
Right.
people's voice needs to be heard.
Right.
Well, what they doing up in the Dome, Capitol, whatever, White House, wherever,
The Dome
Oval
Dome?
Office, they changing the rules in the game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They making up new rules like this emergency stuff. You know, we're not in an
Hey,
emergency.
305.
You know, maybe with Hong Kong Fooey,
Share this
they
out
might be
so
calling
they can
that,
find
making
out
an
about it.
excuse for Hong Kong Fooey or whatever. But we're not in that
Right.
like it was. You know.
Good cartoon, Cajun.
But that's just it. You know, if we get more people sharing this out, it'll bring the awareness to everybody as far as what's going on. You know, you got people out there. I mean, even truck drivers. You got them people out here. They don't even know what's going on. They're like, why are these guys going so slow and everything else?
Wise people on the bridges holding flags.
Yeah, they just
Yeah.
and they're on the
They got
CB.
nothing
Oh, they're
better
doing
to
that.
do.
Yeah, and then they come on the CB. What's this all about? Well, this has been going on for over a month now.
Yeah, everybody should be aware. Unless they just don't watch the news, no radio, no whatever. You know.
Well,
You'd be
that's what,
surprised,
Well,
Cajun, how many
ignorant-
drivers don't have CBs anymore.
right, and
Yeah, a lot of
it's a factor of this is the whole problem. You hit the nail right there on the head, Cajun. If they don't affect their life, they don't care. They live in a small bubble. They don't know what's going on in the world.
And they probably
What
don't
they're
want to
fixing
know.
to lose. You know, and this is what
It'd be another Ottawa.
these convoys are all about, is to raise that awareness, get these people to stand up and say, hey, you're not doing this. All of our soldiers and all that stuff have fought for these rights, and everybody's just sitting down and letting the government take it away.
Yeah. Hey, Geared for Torque. Yeah, Epic Times. That's a good little rag right there.
Yes, it is. But yeah, it's crazy.
I started getting Epic Times, but it was showing up like a couple of weeks behind all the time, so I canceled it. I said, "The hell with it. I don't need
You know,
to
it
read.
was
I don't need to read news from 2
it
weeks
was
ago."
old news already by the time you got it.
Yeah,
I've been saying 2 years ago this was going to happen to stock up on foods and goods. I said, Lucky's live stream. I said a couple other live streams filled up. But they told Mr. Briggs he's nuts. Not you guys, but
well,
some people
Mr.
told
Briggs
me.
is nuts.
I'm not that nuts. I'm a smart guy there, Jeff. You may not believe that, but I am a smart guy.
Right.
I've been a cheapskate my whole life because I've seen it, the writing on the wall for decades.
Right.
It's
But
it's-
really, everybody's got to participate if they want to in their own states.
Right. It's not saying that you have to go and travel a long ways or what have you, but you know, if you can join a convoy in your state around your capital, it will help.
You don't have to do it every time they go out. You know, but join one and do it.
I've
It
joined
goes,
these.
it goes back to all politics is local. So, I mean, even from your school boards on up. So,
Right.
Yes.
I
Yes.
mean, they're teaching our kids now all kinds of stuff that they're changing history altogether.
Right.
I mean, you look at what they're teaching kids as far as history goes and stuff like that anymore.
Right.
I mean,
Well, you know what I seen on
Oh,
here
yeah.
last night? I seen, I guess, apparently the drunken witch. She's holding back all these bills for this and that, but she's slamming one on the floor. I guess Monday. That
What?
it's in a
Yeah, the
roundabout
one
way, but it's to take away everybody's First Amendment rights.
Yeah.
Yes,
So
yeah,
many,
that's not right.
so many hundreds of pages or thousands of pages.
But that's only one bill. They want to do away with first and second.
Oh yeah,
They ain't gonna do it.
Well,
They can't do it. Can't get away with it.
No.
well, without the first, you
Don't
have
don't say never, Gage. And there's been stuff going on 2 years ago you never thought you'd see, but it's happening. They'll try.
they'll just keep pulling bricks out of the chimney until one of these days it does fall down.
Oh yeah.
Right. That's right, Bo.
And you know, and sadly to say, now they got the farmers in predicaments and everything else with this fertilizer. And what's that going to do? There goes groceries. Then prices
he's
will
already-
go up.
Casino old man's already come right out and said that, oh, we're going to have some really bad food shortages this year, and there's nothing we can do about it.
Yeah, right. But I don't know. But first things first is they got to get these amendments, these mandates, and all this under control and get it stopped, dropped, and do away with this Emergency Powers Act, because that's what's really binding is the Emergency Powers Act. There's, you know, basically we went from the first stage, the first year of the sickness, the second year of the sickness, and now we got two other sicknesses, and now they're talking the fourth poke, and nobody can figure it out. And you got, and I ain't no doctor, no how, but you got doctors saying this. What the heck do you believe? Nobody knows. You know, and it's just, it's crazy.
Well, I know when I go for my weekly visits over there for wound care, there's a lot of people in there that they think it's all bullshit too.
Yeah. I took 2 pokes yesterday that I wish I'd never got in my life.
I bet you what you said you have. Yeah, I don't.
Ooh.
I've had shots in the back. I bet you're still feeling it.
Oh, yeah. He said it'll take at least 4 days before I'll quit feeling them.
But you'll feel a lot better when it's all over.
Well, I can tell you right now, this fool right here won't have it done again.
Would you get one of them epidural shot things?
No.
2 of them.
You got,
Ooh.
you got
One,
cortisone,
I got,
cortisone
they
shots.
gave me those cortisone shots, one on each side of the spine.
Mm.
Yeah.
That's, you know, it hurts worse than that.
A spinal tap.
Yeah.
No, they're even worse than that. I've had it done. What I'm talking about done. Because prostate problems run in my family, I had them stick the camera up the tip of my, you know what?
Oh, oh my God! Really, Briggs? Let's not talk about that.
I had it done here about 2 years ago, and I'll tell you what, man, that was like it's like they stick that needle right up your, you know what? It hurts like holy hell.
Yeah, let's keep moving on. We don't need to hear
remember
about
that.
that.
But as big as ass as you are, I figured you wouldn't even have felt it.
What's that, Ed?
I said, as big as ass as you are, I figured you wouldn't even have felt it.
Hey, they don't stick it up your ass, Ed. They stick it up the tip of your dick.
You guys are horrible, man. I don't even want to think of that.
They stick a straw. They put a straw up your tip, like a straw up the tip of your dick, and then they stick a camera through the straw.
No.
It's kind of like having kidney stones.
Yep, exactly. That's why I had it when I had it done because of that. I used to get kidney stones bad, and I had a blockage, and that's how they did it. They stuck the camera up and found the problem, and then they had the surgery. Oh, let's just put it this way. It's like just put it this way. It's like getting butt raped only through your dick, and that's the best way to describe it.
Hey Wayne, how you doing? Good to see you.
Hey Wayne.
But yeah, you know, this is the main thing: is that people's got to have the awareness of what the heck is going on, and sit back.
Now leave me alone.
Years and futures to come, it's going to affect their little bubble.
Yeah. Well, you know what's really messed up is every now and then I take the paper in the morning and just read the little editorial things, and it's sickening how many people think that Biden and the Democrats are doing this country the best thing they could possibly do. And they're firm believers of let's keep them in.
Well, yeah, Gary, if you want to come up on panel, come on up.
Yeah, but I hear lots of people saying, well, Biden has no control over this and Biden has no control over that.
Yeah.
Okay. But the emergency powers gives him the authority over that now. So
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, but now he wants to open up drilling again federal land because he's tired of people bitching about gas.
Well, he figured out too that none of these other countries are going to start giving him more gas too. They all laughed at him.
Well, yeah, but basically, you know, if you stop and really think about it, he's basically a puppet on a string.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much.
Hey, I got Biden right here.
So I started working on that stupid John Deere today. I changed the oil, new oil filter, new gas filter, new air filter. I pulled the mower deck off and I looked at it and I said, well, now I know how come it doesn't pick up straight and ride straight. Because the back lift bracket, it pulled right out of the deck itself. Got a big hole in there.
Dang. Well, you got to just add a plate to it, weld it.
You want Biden as a puppet?
Yeah, that might be it. It's hard to say, but
sort of looks like him.
But the main thing is, you know, if we're trying to get this out there so that everybody starts paying attention to their state capitals, because they're going to see these convoys popping up all around these capitals, just to bring awareness to the people on what is exactly going on.
I hope they don't go to New York.
I think I've only seen one or two news things on the television about the convoy.
You might want to tell them on your group there. I tried to join the other day. I haven't gotten an answer back yet. You know, but you might want to tell them to stay out of New York's capital because our governor's already said they come here with that convoy, they're going to prison. They've already said they're going to lock them up and throw away the key. They've already made that quite clear. So,
yeah, they can't do it.
What can they lock them up for?
New York and California is the two major ones they need to do it too.
Right.
I wish I wish they would though. Shut up, try because I mean,
it's time. Those two states are the ones that need it the most.
Yeah.
who's that? California and who else?
New
In
York.
New York.
Oh yeah.
But, you
I
know,
mean,
it'll spread if they start breaking down the states, okay, and they have met with senators and everything already at DC, but to get them to reach across the aisle and everybody work together, they're not getting that. As far as getting the news media coverage, the only thing they're getting is Facebook. And another one that I am going to now is what is it?
Instagram, Twitter.
Rumble.
Nope, Rumble.
Oh,
I'm going to
Rumble.
start live streaming on Rumble as well. But
Maggie.
Because Rumble, they don't censor,
it's not censored.
and they don't take anything down. You can put whatever you want on there.
You can't get strikes or anything over on Rumble.
That's good.
It's open. So we're checking.
Yeah, they met with senators. The only thing is, they only met with 2 senators.
No, they had 3. They had Ted Cruz. They had
Johnson, I think they said.
Johnson was there, and there was another one there.
Over in the House, they had.
I know Cruz and Johnson were the only 2.
Two in the House.
Yeah, they had a couple other meetings, but I can't remember the senators' names.
But a couple of them was on the front steps because they would not let them televise it inside.
No, they didn't come out, I don't think.
So they had it out on the steps.
Wayne's been on Rumble for about 2 months now. How is
Rumble, Wayne?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Rumble's a good forum. I've been on there a couple times.
Well, if you want to eat, Bo, you got to pay the price. That's all I can say. Can't change it.
I think there's 2 different Rumbles. No. Oh.
But I want to see how that Rumble works. What?
Well, you know what I'm liking for the past week there, learning out of the quarry to where we're going. You see a lot of the low bid guys, local low bid guys. You see a lot of them got the big flags on the back of Peterbilt's and Western Storage here.
Right.
I was trying to figure out how to get one on the Mighty Mac, but I don't know how to do it.
The Big 5, what's that? I'm not familiar with that term, the Big 5.
The Big 5.
What's the Big 5?
I don't know. Jeff just said there's a lot of truckers with the Big 5 on the back of their cab.
The flag.
The flag.
Got the big flags.
Oh, I thought you said Big 5. Oh, big flags.
No,
okay.
flags.
All right. Well, my misunderstanding. Oops.
Once in a while you see some of these guys with flags, but now it's like a lot of them.
Mm-hmm.
I think is it?
Takes a little bit to get used to, but it does have a lot of great comments. You follow
which Rumble?
Which is there only one Rumble?
No, there's 3.
Wayne, or is there 3 of them? What platform
have you? Is here. Somebody order something?
Hey, Destroyer, good to see you.
Oh, Rumble is what, like a Facebook, or is it a
No,
streaming
it's
platform?
Similar to YouTube.
It's similar to YouTube.
Okay, streaming.
And everybody's talking very highly of Rumble.
Hey, DoorDash is here. Did you order something?
Yeah, I always order stuff from Lucky, but I've never got my coffee yet. I bet it'd be iced coffee when it gets to me.
You don't have to worry about the spam and people trying to hack you.
Well,
which Rumble is it? I have 3 of them on my phone.
Wow.
There's 3 different tiers of Rumble. It all depends on which way you want to get paid.
Right.
I mean, that's where I think that's what you see in there. Because I've tried to look
regular Rumble.
I couldn't
have Rumble social networking, Rumble boxing, whatever that is, and Rumble debates.
Hey, Lucky.
There's several
Oh, hey, look.
different,
And Destroyer, how you doing?
several different platforms for Rumble, but there you're not getting the strikes and everything else.
Yeah.
And
But
they're
they
not
do have
regulating
they do advertisement though, right?
what's
Yeah.
that?
They do advertisement. I just heard
Yes, on
uh,
different tiers of it. From
Daryl
what
say
I'm
something
seeing.
about getting
It's-
paid or
they're,
whatever.
they're
So I
different.
figured it was advertisement.
Well, basically what Rumble is more or less where your Patreons of your channel, they
Oh,
they they pay so much. They
See,
can pay
here's
so
the
much a month
free speech.
Right.
to be part of your channel,
Right.
or you can, or basically, some channels are locked down to where that's the only way you get to see the video. But there's others that's got free. You can watch anytime you want to.
Right.
But then they put advertisements on those. I don't. I
Getter, what
haven't
is that?
looked all the way through all the fine details of it or anything like that. So
Yes,
I
and
mean,
Rumble also has a platform that is freedom of speech,
Uncensored.
uncensored, and you don't get no strikes, no nothing, nobody saying what can be said or anything else.
Right. Yeah, you
Them
don't
old
have to
guys-
watch where your toes are stepping, put it that way.
Right,
you ain't got to speak in code anyway. Let's put it that way.
exactly.
Yeah, okay.
Adventures of Demo Don. How are you, sir?
Hello,
Ma'am?
demo.
Destroyer's thinking of a mini turbo.
Mini
And
turbo
I was going
on-
to ask you, is your Chevy truck a short bed?
Yeah, it's an extended cab short bed.
a mini turbo on a Robin engine, 2-stroke Robin.
Waiting to answer me on there.
My neighbor's taking off the box, not to go off subject. My neighbor's taking the box off his truck and
Okay.
put the utility box on.
Lucky is using Rumble. Which Rumble are you using, Lucky? We're seeing like 3 different ones, 3 different platforms of Rumble.
Yeah, I've heard the name, but I'm not familiar with it.
We was gonna go on it before, but then I didn't know which one to go on.
I got a couple of friends of mine. They use Restream instead of StreamYard. They use Restream.
Yeah, I never heard of Rumble until I got in with this People's Convoy over there in DC. And a lot of them over there are using Rumble because of the doctors that are giving their statements and stuff on the YouTube. Then people are getting strikes for
Yeah.
medical
I don't
misinformation.
see live chat.
Yeah. So the doctors went from YouTube to Rumble.
Yes.
So they could speak out the truth.
Yes.
Okay.
They could speak their voice and nothing would be done to the person filming it,
That's lucky if you can put a
the
link
streamers.
to which one it is.
And Lucky, would you have a link for the Rumble that you use?
Is he a moderator? He can't put it up unless he's a moderator.
Yeah, he is.
Yes,
He
he's
is.
not.
Why don't you give it to Wayne too and let Wayne put his up? See if he can put one up, see if they're on the same one.
Yeah.
Wayne
Yeah.
is not a moderator, though, I don't think.
Yeah, Wayne was going to come and take me down to Tennessee to the races.
Really?
Yeah, but the wife won't let me do that.
Oh, well, I'm going
There's
to bring
Wayne.
her along too.
Getter is a good way to get the latest news and truth without censorship.
Without censorship. Some patriots that really care about what's going on in this country. That's right, Wayne.
I didn't see what he said. Lucky.
What the
I'll
hell?
post the link after
I'll post it.
live in description.
Okay, I appreciate it, Lucky.
Hey, Bo, Amazon is just a total nightmare.
And what ain't a nightmare anymore?
Yeah,
Buy
Wayne
dishes.
can put something in as well.
He has to type in first.
Well, as soon as he types, he'll see it. But yeah, everybody, if you start watching around your capitals and all that, you're going to see the convoys and stuff popping up, trying to get the word out about all this. As soon as I get a definite location on the Columbus one for the second, meeting location, there's a time of 8 a.m. showing possibly. So if we can get this figured out, then hopefully a bunch of people can get there to that rally. And then they're going to do a rally around the Capitol on the Beltway the 30th.
You guys got Beltway goes all the way around out there, don't you?
What's that?
You guys got a regular, just like DC, got the Beltway all the way around, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, see,
Like
we don't have that here. Our
Yes.
capital is like out in
Yeah.
left field from the main highways.
Yeah. Louisiana State Capitol is downtown. I mean, downtown alive. You can hardly park a car there, much less a couple thousand trucks, or even 100 trucks. They ain't
New York's capital, the highway surrounds it. Because 90 wraps right around the highway, the Capitol almost, and 787. And you can't take a truck in half of downtown. There's weight restrictions, low bridges, and everything.
Yeah,
around Albany.
Same there. And then the what they call the 610 bypass it's not a loop to go around Baton Rouge. It just heads straight north. When you cross the Mississippi River into Baton Rouge, you take the 110 exit, and that just goes straight north and dumps off into 61. It's an elevator most all the way too. So, but they can have trucks on the shoulder, on the side.
Mm-hmm.
Because the Capitol is just a few blocks from 110. 5-6 blocks, something like that. So yeah, they could park on the shoulder or take a lane up.
Right. But the main thing of this is, the more that we can get this out there, the more people might understand what's going on. Hey, Casey, what is going on exactly? It's all about the amendment rights in this Emergency Powers Act and these COVID or the mask mandates and all that, which they are starting to roll all them back in places. And
but as long as the emergency is up, they can replace them right now.
Yes. With the Emergency Powers Act, they can put it right back on in a heartbeat right now.
Yeah. And that's why our governor didn't give up his emergency powers either.
Right.
No, they're not good. None of them will, unless our governor's up for re-election this year, I hope, and we need to shut them. A lot of governors are up this year. We need to show them who's boss.
Yeah, we got a stupid one in the governor's seat here. John Bell Edwards. We call him Dumbbell Edwards.
Hey, Cajun, we got worse. So our governor stepped down last year from sexual innuendos, Cuomo, and they naturally, these women are liars, and now he wants to, and now they want to run again. So how's that for crazy?
Tell you what, this is the last term for Edwards. It is, because the people elected him one time or twice, whatever, just because of his last name. There was like, oh, he must be related to Edwin Edwards, the famous governor of Louisiana. Hey, let's get him in there. He might turn the state around. Wrong.
Right.
Same last name, but no relation.
Right.
To Edwin. Edwin, man, he was.
Maybe it's Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde.
We have COVID Kim. Okay.
Yeah, I like that.
Oh, Lordy. Yeah, they got some other ones, but if The recognition is the big problem right now, holding all this back. You know, the news medias, they report what they want to report, and half the time it's BS that they're reporting.
Out in left field.
The only news the trucking convoy is getting right now, this national is the Daily Beast, which ain't nothing but it's the National Enquirer, basically, of news media.
Did you see? Did you see that that Daily Beast or whatever the heck they're called? They was in that interview down there in DC.
Yes.
And all he did was try to stoke trouble the whole time he was in there.
Yes.
And it is on YouTube under the People's Convoy. And if you go to the People's Convoy, you will see that interview with that fella. And you'll see a young color feller stand up and blow up on him. A young boy, 18 years old.
Oh, she did?
And did you hear what happened to that young boy when he went back, when he was going back to California?
Yes,
Delta
Airlines took and gave him a ride to the first layover spot where he had to change planes, and then kicked him off the plane at the second one and would not let him fly on home. And that was Delta Airlines.
Yes.
Well, what he did wrong?
He had a sweatshirt on that had inappropriate talk on it, and they had him and he took it off to please them people. Went and
turned it inside out.
And turned it inside out so it was not showing. Went back and sat down in his seat, and they escorted him off the. He did what they asked.
Yeah. Now, I don't know how old this video is, but I saw it today on through an email a buddy of mine sent me. And this guy had on Donald Trump Jr. or something, a shirt. And he was in his assigned seat. Here's this lady and her husband. She sits right next to that guy. She looks at his shirt. She goes ballistic, you know, and all that, saying, hey, this guy's invading my space and all that. And the passengers, look, that lady started something with that young guy. You know, he's like 24, 25. Right. And then the stewardess came and asked that lady, what's the problem? You know, and says, he offends me, whatever. She says, okay, I'll be right back with somebody that can solve your issue. So the head steward, okay, because it was a older black guy, came and said, okay, ma'am, can you take your belongings and follow me? She says, where are we going? He said, well, you said that man offends you. So anyhow, it says the captain put the word out for you and your husband to get off the plane.
Right.
The cops came and took them off the plane.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, she started it.
Right.
Okay. And she was making it a big political thing, you know?
Yes.
So she got kicked off. And
right.
the boy never said the boy never said a word. Didn't say the first word to that lady. Right. No, they're not going to kick somebody innocent off. I mean, the passengers took up for the young boy. Well, right. 24-year-old, he's young to me, you know?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but they more Cajun. You walk on a plane with a Trump shirt on or it's sun, they'll tell you to take it off or turn inside out or whatever.
Well, they didn't to him. They
that was amazing.
The woman and her husband off.
That was amazing.
Right. But, you know, that's the main thing is, you know, I haven't seen where any of this convoy or anything has been unjust that I've seen on any of the videos. I mean, they're following the laws. They're doing what they're supposed to do.
They're doing everything right. Yeah.
You know,
they got a lawyer, too, to tell them what not to do and what they can do.
And they're peaceful. They're not out.
It's a peaceful protest, and that's the way they want Columbus, Ohio to be and everything.
Right.
Obey the laws.
All
the states. And, you know, it's amazing. But the main thing is to get the recognition. You know, somewhere, somehow, one of these states or somebody, one of these news teams is going to pick this up and start
run
putting
with
it
it.
out there. You know, but their main thing is they don't get no recognition. And that's all they want. They want to be acknowledged for that somebody to come out and speak to them and hear what they want.
And they're not asking a lot.
No.
Well,
Hi, Thomas.
if it could be, if anything could really be done, the best thing to do is just tell all drivers to turn that switch to the off position and refuse and tell them you're sick for 2 or 3 days,
Right.
and nothing moves, no freight moves at all. And guess what? You think the grocery store's empty now?
Right.
There won't be no groceries.
Well, that was
Yeah,
the first stream that I did. Ken Bates was in here, and that's exactly what he said. Just shut them off. And it don't cost nobody a dime. Just shut them off and leave them set.
Yeah,
Right.
just shut them off, and do not.
On that note there, Daryl, that's a note that they can be pushed back to work, and then they look like a whole bunch of a-holes.
Yeah, but if you're sick, since they got it shut down for sickness now, just everybody, they all got sick at the same time.
Oh,
Right.
yeah. Perfectly
I mean-
legal.
I mean,
No, hi, Thomas. By the way,
that-
I'm not an old man.
that way they can't use what was it, that their organized crime deal, that RICO Act or whatever it was.
Rumble.
Okay.
If truck drivers plan on shutting down, then that's a violation of the RICO Act, and they can force you back to either driving or they can arrest you. But if they all came down with the code with some kind of flu or stomach bug or something other else, they can't
Right.
force that for just all it takes 3 days. This country runs on a 3-day schedule. If trucks don't run for 3 days, this whole country is dead.
Right.
Yep.
But they're not trying to go to that extreme. But they're trying to go peacefully. They're trying to do it respectfully, so that it doesn't harm anybody in the United States or anything of that, and keep rolling. Same way we did through the pandemic.
Yes.
Even though they shut down all of our restaurants, wouldn't let us in any of the facilities that we unloaded at, and put porta johns out in the parking lot for us. So basically, we were animals, and we had to eat cold sandwiches and stuff from the fuel islands and stuff out of the cooler.
Ugh. Yeah.
And that went on for a whole year. They didn't care about us then. And now it's like we're nobodies. They're just stepping all over everybody's constitutional rights.
It's not just the truck drivers. It was the nurses,
Yes.
the hospitals. It was and now because they're getting fired. There was a bunch of them got fired because they wouldn't take that jab.
Yep.
And then on top of it's the nurses and now the military also. The military, they forced a lot of military people out of the military because seen them talking to a guy on the news about it. He had 17 years in. He had 3 more years to go,
Right.
and because he wouldn't take that poke, they give him a discharge.
Yes.
So
Yes.
Medical discharge to boot.
And there was several of them that had happened.
Yes.
Not just one, several.
Yes.
And thanks, Wayne, for that link. But yes, there was firefighters, military, nurses, doctors, and several of them that lost jobs over this.
Or we got treated like crap if we didn't have the vaccine.
Yes.
Yeah.
Got called out all the time. You have to
And
have a mask on if you don't have the vaccine. But if you do have the vaccine, you don't have to wear one.
So
Even if you were in front of somebody or with somebody that tested positive, you still don't have to wear it if you had the vaccine,
Right.
which is a bunch of baloney.
But then what do you believe? This doctor says it works. This doctor says it was BS. This doctor says it was just standard protocol that we wanted people to do. So what do you believe? Who knows? It could be anything.
This be if you we have I have a driver at work that that says to me last Friday, he says he's quitting because they won't mandate that everybody in the company get a shot, and I'm like, are you serious? He drives with his mask on.
Hey, that's his
A
right.
lot of people.
If,
That's right. I said go for it.
Yeah, I see lots of people driving around. They're the only person in the car wearing a mask. And that's their prerogative. If that's what they want to do, more power to them. That's on them.
You want that bottle? It's full of water though.
But it is what it is, but the more the word gets out there, the more chances that I feel that they will have to get this handled. But people have to get up off that couch and do something.
That is what y'all just said there. That is our freedom of choice.
Exactly.
I mean, regardless of whichever way you want to do it, you should have the freedom to choose whether you want to put that doggone mask on or not put that mask on.
Well, it's like me. I mean, I was putting rock tar posts. I got the shots only for one reason. They would not let me in the hospital to see my parents die, which sucks. But I wasn't going to tell them not to do it because I wanted to see. I had to be there for my parents.
Right.
It sucked.
But you know what, Scott?
I felt like I was forced to do something I didn't want to do.
But you're not the only one in that boat. Think of all these elderly people in these nursing homes that face not getting sick.
And it wasn't even if they were vaccinated, they didn't care. They didn't want them in.
Exactly.
So many elderly people, died by themselves and everything with not even
exactly. And I wasn't going to do that to my old man. And plus I was his power of attorney, as everyone knows. My sister wouldn't let me pull the plug on him because she said let him die. I wasn't going to let. She thought, and I had to take her to court, and I did anyways because of it.
Hey, take care, Thomas.
Take care, Thomas. Enjoy your ice cream.
Yep, have fun, Thomas. So, by the way, Thomas, the only one here that's younger than me is Ed.
Anybody else getting snow? Starting to snow? No, we're not getting no snow yet, Wayne. We had some flurries today, but nothing much to talk about.
But it never laid. Just on the car.
Hey, who's saying that? Hey, Wayne, no swearing now.
Oh, he's up there in Michigan, so they're going to get it.
Oh, they can have it up there. We don't need it here.
Right.
I got a bone to pick with Ed. Every time he's sitting there eating that doggone ice cream, you see this here? He makes me have to take an extra shot.
Just watching him, right?
Just watching it. I mean, just sit watching it. I got to sit there and take an extra shot.
I'm not eating ice cream.
Just get some sugar-free.
Cracker.
Get some sugar-free ice cream.
Cookies.
Probably
the butter cookies.
Hope to hit here 2 to 4.
They're the lemon Girl Scout cookies.
Yeah. Well, like I said.
Like that?
You don't got shortbread, Joe.
Well, he's making me hungry, so I think I'll get out my junk food. I got some pecan pies and some chocolate pies.
Oh, Lord.
Hey, Briggs, Bo in the chat's telling you that he's a lot younger than you are, so you're not the youngest one.
Who's younger than me?
Bo in the chat.
Yeah, I'm talking on the panel. Ed's younger than me. All the rest of these guys are old farts compared to me.
Oh no,
No, we're
you're
not
older
old.
than me.
You're older than us.
Yep.
I'll be 54 this year. You're all right. You're 56, right?
No, 52.
No, okay. So I'm older than you. I'm older than Ed. Cajun's older than dirt.
Yeah. I'm older than dinosaur dust.
And Jeff, he came over on the Mayflower.
I'm 21 holding. I don't know what y'all talking about.
Yeah, and I'm only 26. Bocce's a year younger than I am.
$310 a week for groceries. Both said.
Uh-huh.
Man.
Well,
What you doing? Buying prime rib? No, I saw your chicken and pork chops earlier.
They
Yeah.
Your
got,
other
they got a
comment.
baby too.
Yeah, and he's the
I don't spend
little one.
$310 a month.
Well, see,
Hey,
I'm
He's a small one.
27, and Bocce's 2 years younger than me, so she's only 25.
And I'm 26.
And I'm 21.
39 and holding right here.
There you go.
Yep.
I'll admit I'm 50.
I'm
I'm an old
54
fuck.
and proud. No, that's called 50 is nifty.
Put it this way, I've been getting AARP stuff in the mail and emails for about 9 years now. They started a year early.
Hey,
Yeah.
Agent, I thought you were one of the founding members of AARP.
No.
No, I get the AARP, and if I go to McDonald's for a cup of coffee, they said, "Senior coffee, sir?"
Yep. Free or a quarter, something like that.
Yeah.
O-D-R-O.
What do you want?
Oh,
That's the last.
You want something?
Breezy,
Look
you
at her.
can't be that old.
What do you want?
Oh, Lordy.
But
D-R-O.
You think she's being a good girl? You think I should give her this?
I'm kind of wondering what DRO is myself, Bo.
Security means more than the number used.
Oh, my God, Bocce.
Well, that. She stated a true fact right there.
What are you trying to say, Bocce? I'm not mature. I haven't not grown up.
No, she ain't talking to
I'll go-
you or nobody in
I'll go-
general.
I'll go to my room and won't share my toys with you.
I won't share my toys with you. Yeah, get your own.
Well, see,
Get your own Ken doll. I got Barbie right here. Get your own Ken doll.
Yeah, Bocce needs to always have a sign with her stuck to her back. Does not play well with others. So nobody bothers her.
Ed, you'll forever be a big kid.
Big teddy bear.
Sure, that's part of the tractor.
Oh, boy.
well, Bocce always says monsters. I didn't know whether she can even spell kid or not.
Yeah.
And got carded.
Find your own sandbox.
Lucky
And
at
if you got-
49.
Well, damn, Lucky, you born a day before I was. Not the same year though, but the day itself. Mine's the 7th.
Oh, Lordy.
We're in another week and a half.
Yeah.
2 weeks, right at.
Cage, did you spend any time up in New York about 50 years ago?
Who, me?
Yeah.
No, I never been in New York.
Okay.
Oh, geez.
Furthest north I've been was Minnesota.
Nate.
All right, Nate.
Right about 50 miles from Minneapolis, St. Paul. Little town called Hutchinson, Minnesota.
Oh, Lordy.
I got a cousin. That lives near there.
Wow, that's
That's
just not
mean.
right.
That
Hey,
is
Nate.
really mean. You wait.
Oh Lordy.
Hey, Bo, you spelled April wrong.
Oh Lordy.
We got to put him back in school.
April.
April.
He
Good
transposed 2 letters. April. A
Well,
pearl.
we've been on here for over an hour, so I'm going to be shutting this thing down. But everybody, before we shut this thing down, we all have to say goodbye to Bocce.
Bye,
He
Miss
has
Bye,
Bocce.
Bocce.
Why? Why?
Hi, Bocce.
All right. Everybody, thanks for coming in. We'll do an update on this
As soon
whenever
as we
we
get
get the official thing on the convoy for the 2nd and a definite on the 30th. We will get it out so everybody knows what's going on and
Share this out.
share
Get
this out.
everybody out there knowing about it.
And
You're not old enough.
that's the way the updates will get spread. Everybody knows what's going on and hopefully get support. So
Yeah, what I'll do, I'll just share your link to the live stream. That way
Yep.
people can
Yep.
watch it and say, oh, hey, these guys are talking sense, you know?
right.
Well, Mark, before we get going here, did you give Bo your camera so he can make you some videos while he's up there?
He can do it on his cell phone and forward it.
Oh, okay.
Yep, we got it figured out.
All right.
All right, so everybody in chat, thanks for coming in. Appreciate everybody. And don't forget tomorrow night, Polar Bear Ed at 7. And I think Daryl's going at 8:30.
I was gonna go, but I think what's his name, Andrews. He said he was going at 9, so I'm not gonna mess him up. So
Okay, 2 ATVs in our life will be Friday nights at 7:30. So
Yeah, I missed him last night.
so everybody stop. Yeah. Ooh. Thanks for stopping by, and we'll see y'all next time, and we'll give you an update as soon as we know something. Thanks. Have a
See
good
ya.
evening.
good night, everybody.
All right, everybody. As always, love, peace, crackling grease. Catch y'all later. Blue top.